Good morning and welcome to GAR from the BX. BX, for those of you who are just joining us for the first time, means the Bronx. It's hood speak for the Bronx. So you can take GAR out of the Bronx, which I did lead at 13 years old. However, you can never take the BX out of GAR. Welcome to the Hour of Power. And it's a cappella at the midnight hour. We normally start with a goodwill gesture, a feeling of a gesture of peace, of love, of goodwill to all, a way of interacting with people, and you try it out, it really does work. I call it the Four Truths, and it appears on my website for my organization called Salad, Save a Day, Save a Life a Day, savealifeaday.org. So it goes like this: praise and forgive. As I've said before, so many of us have fights with our brothers, our sisters, our fathers, our mothers, our kids, our relatives, friends. And we hold a grudge for 10 years, and 10 years goes by and we're still not talking, and we don't even remember what the argument's about. So forgive. It'll loosen you up. It'll allow the beautiful universal energy, the God energy, as so many of us call it, to come within you and make you a better, more relaxed, happier person. Next one is praise and compliment. Praise and compliment. So when you're having a disagreement with anyone, whether it's a business associate or a personal relationship, before you take the person's head off, give them a compliment. The fact that you're having an argument with them, or disagreement or disconnect, it probably means that you're very close, psychically, emotionally, relationship-wise, and so your emotions just got to you. Try it out. Compliment them at first. Say you're wearing great clothes. I love the clothes you're wearing. I like the way you look today. It can be superficial, or you're the best cook in the world, or I love you forever and ever. And then you can take one another's head off. The third is praise and allow. Allow your kids to express themselves, to be creative, to be intuitive, to be innovative. Instead of the don't do this and don't do that, let them be. Let them be kids, and just maybe when they grow up, they'll be normal, responsible, stable, creative, high energy, high productive, caring, honest adults. And the last is not the least, it's my favorite. It's praise and inspire. Inspire everyone you see, everywhere you go, anyone you touch. Be it a friend, family, stranger, homeless person. Give them something as simple as a smile. The value in a smile is priceless. You want to go one step further? Give that person a hug. That's double priceless. Before you know it, you'll be in the infinite. Try it. You may like it. We're going to talk a little bit today about what's going on politically. I tend to speak a little political, and I won't take more than 2 or 3 minutes at the most, because I want to sing a song today. We have 2 individuals that are running for the presidency of the United States of America, and it looks like it's a dead heat at this point. We have Donald Trump representing the Republican Party, and we have Hillary Clinton representing the Democratic Party. And I think it's a first in history where the two individuals running for leader of the free world are disliked by the majority of the people. Incredible. Never been like this before, ever in the history of America. And I call it the bipolar of America today. The depressive nature of America today, that the most common term used in America today is the lesser of two evils. What happened to the best of the best? Well, I'm voting for her because she's the lesser of the two evils. Or I'm voting for him because he's the lesser of the two evils. So we have a man who, in my opinion, is has an ego, an intolerance. I think he's basically mentally ill. Sorry, but I've never seen somebody so unusual running for public office or being in the public eye. And he's from my neighborhood. He's in the area of the Bronx, and he's pummeled everyone in his path. It's incredible. Bully, harassing, it's just not a happening thing. In fact, for the first time in 50 years, the white supremacists of America are rearing their ugly head. And they're having marches because people like David Duke, who is an avowed Nazi or white supremacist, is feeling reinvigorated, and he's thinking of running for political office again after 20 years of living in anonymity, and also many of his cronies. And why? Because Donald Trump is running. They stated to the public, they stated very openly that we have a man that's running who understands our cause. Staggering. Then we have another one on the other side of the post, Democrats, the first woman nominee in history, Hillary Clinton, and she has her issues. She gave a speech to Goldman Sachs, got paid $250,000, and to this day I've asked, release the transcript of the speech. Let's see it. The common people of America want to know. The people that lost their homes during the countrywide mortgage fiasco of 2008, they want to know. I mean, Goldman Sachs was a major player that won out of that actually made millions and has flourished. And so we want to know why she's being paid $250,000 for a 1 hour speech. I'd like to make that money. Maybe you guys, folks can contribute something to me. Well, you could. SaveALifeADay.org is a 501c. It's federally certified, and anything that you donate is fully tax deductible. So we have a very interesting debate, if you will, going on here in the consciousness, in the American consciousness, in that the two individuals running, I don't know. I don't think anybody knows. So what do? I'm not really sure. I'm looking for your input. I really am. I'm looking for an answer. I have a kind of an answer. I don't want to offer that at this point. However, we're purchasing a piece of software. If I get enough of you folks following my show, my series, I call it the CNN software, and that is that I'll be able to ask a question, and then you can respond right away, and it will be instantaneous polling, which I think is unbelievably great because I have no bias either way. So what you say, I'm not going to distort the numbers or the facts or the criteria or the material. I'll just state I'll report what you say. So we're going to be getting that within the next month. That will be exciting. So going to do a song now. It was made popular by a gentleman named Paul Robeson. And Paul Robeson was an African-American gentleman, interesting fella. He started out in 1920 as a lawyer, and he renounced his career as a lawyer because he said it was contained rampant racism in New York City, of all places. We tend to think of New York as a very liberal-minded, tolerant place, and that's what he felt. He decided to get into acting, and his first role was with a play by Eugene O'Neill, who at the time was unknown. He became one of the greatest playwrights in history, Eugene O'Neill, and it was called All God's Chillin' Got Wings. It was about a man, a black husband, and an abusive white woman. He was a lawyer, and she destroyed his promising career as a lawyer. And it culminated with the player, Jim, consummating his marriage with his white wife, by symbolically emasculating himself. Well, anyway, it became an uproar in America, and at the time, and there was an issue about a black man with a white woman, and they basically took a year to figure out whether they wanted to even run this play after they put all the time and the effort and the money and the resources into it. So in the meantime, he landed a role as in a play called Emperor Jones, and that was a disaster for him mentally. It was about a man who was African American, a former porter, a Pullman porter, who killed another black man in a dice game. He escaped to a small island. The thought of it is that it's Haiti in the Caribbean, where he sets himself up as an emperor, and he feeds on the fears and the lack of education of the island people. And there's a lot to be said for some type of correlation today. And then again, it was an indirect commentary on the U.S. occupation, apparently, of Haiti at the time. So here we go. Let's see if we can get the whole song in. We're at 11 minutes 30 seconds. We'll do our best. I'm going to put the headphones on. I'm graduating to another level. I can hear the singer in my headphones, and maybe it'll get me to sing a little better because my voice is not exactly what some people think is pleasing. However, I have fun, so let's do it. Okay, here we go. Whoops, wrong one.
There's an old man called the Mississippi. That's the old man that I'd like to be. What does he care if the world's got troubles? What does he care if the land ain't free? Old man River, that old man River, he
Must know something, but don't say nothing. He just keeps rolling. He just rolling along. He don't plant potatoes, he don't plant cotton, and then the planter is soon forgotten. But old man River, he just keeps rolling along. You and me, we set and train, body all aching and rocking with pain. Tote that barge, lift that bell, get a little drunk, and you'll land in jail. I get weary and sick of trying. I'm tired of living and scared of dying. But old man River, he just keeps rolling along. Mississippi, white folks play, pulling those boats from the dawn till sunset and getting no rest till Judgment Day.